So hello everyone, seems like I'm back again. And I hope really those problems have been fixed now and you guys gonna see a better stream quality. Series 2018 at least. Stream wise, driving wise, I think we had some quite a good quality till now. So this is gonna be a very interesting session, so because of all that difficulties, a 20-minute session turned to be the case to be a 15-minute session for me, maybe even a 10-minute session. So starting that rFactor 2 thing right now. Gonna quickly back into the server. And thank you for all staying around here. I'm very sorry for those inconvenience. So I quickly had to restart my router and hopefully that thing is fixed. This ISP is a well-known ISP and it really gives me a hard time quite a lot. So this internet breaks down fairly often, making me not able to serve at all on the web. But I'm still able to chat. I'm still able to play games. I'm just not able to stream or whatever. And you know, some things go through the line, others don't. Anyway, so this is a private session. Qualifying still on, and we have 10 minutes to go now, so we definitely make use of that thing and do 2 laps in a row, and we have to beat a 129.2. And I still wonder how this lap was being done, and I will stay clean from my end definitely, so I'm not going to cut anything. So don't expect myself sitting on pole position. I will be particularly interested in the laps in the end and my lap time as well. So in testing I at least was able to pull in a 29.2, but this was with a lot more real road and really fully luckily hitting all those strange corners like chicanes and everything. Hey Bertus, thanks for joining me in here, and for those of you, I'm very sorry about the inconvenience about the first stream to crash. If you want to tell those people that left in between that I'm live again, feel free to do so. I definitely would appreciate that, as I'm now trying to concentrate a little bit more on qualifying. I fully agree, Christos. A more expensive and more high quality wheel only gives you the possibility to make out more of your resources, of your personal abilities, but it won't increase your speed generally. As we are finally starting our first flying lap, currently we're sitting in position 32. Definitely don't want to stay there. Bad first turn, so I'm actually already happy I have fuel for a second lap. As we're half a second off pace in sector 1. That's very difficult to find back into the rhythm right now. That was a good sector 2 from my point of view. Yeah, I do think so, since I did not lose too much time on Maguire here. So definitely there is a mid-29 coming up for us in the qualifying session. Not on that lap though. Despite the fact that this final corner was a pretty good one. I hope to come in the top 10 with that though, just in case something goes wrong again. 29.7 P8, that's great. Let's try to make more. Barely better turn 1. The 2.5 tenths to be found there. Bit too wide on the exit there. 6.5 tenths improvement. Where we gonna come across the line? That's P1 for now. A 129.1. And I'm a bit surprised of myself here. As I'm out of fuel for that lap anyway. Maybe I went a bit, oops, a bit too wide on our final kink there. Let me quickly have a check. So let's have a quick look. Yeah, that was considerably a cut. So was that, but anyway, let me tell you that grinding on those curbs is doesn't give you any time benefit there. However, we managed to get at least into P1 for now, and we got some. Where is the time left in the session? Some 4 minutes left to perform some other 2 laps in. So we really can do a bit better still. Well, yeah, Martin, if you get the perfect lap in and cut a lot, then yes. Or not cut a lot, but really going through the corners coming up now. So going through those 2 right-handers there is a lot of luck. Whether you get this one right, whether you get the perfect slide through here and a perfect exit through there. As you can see right now, I'm gaining on my own lap time just by the by my in lap. Then it's very important how you nail this chicane. This was of same quality, and yeah, there's some luck going on in the lap really. If you're gonna hit the bump or not, if you're gonna hit that bump the right way or not. Let's say out of the final corner, not going too wide, and as you can see, it was a little bit a slower corner, but on the time delta at the top, I marginally lose any time. As now this is one of our 2 final tries. Not too bad yet. That was bad though. Nope, that lap's not gonna be it. As this was a cut anyway, so I'm gonna focus on the exit for the last lap. As I quickly check, there's no launch control available for that car, so you need to start it manually. This is gonna be a lot of fun. So we swing it around final corner to catch up with the speed.
The lap was a 1:32.49.
Nope, that was too bad there. That was a cut, and that is the time up in 15 seconds anyway, so I'm gonna desperately sit and wait. As I can see, no one is on the run there from the top 5 guys, so that means we're gonna lock it in with pole position, which is great. We're gonna have a quick check on the fuel. So race length is gonna be 30 minutes with a formation lap and a standing start. Thank you very much there, Martin. That's really a good effort to go in pole position after that fairly harsh treatment of my internet. So we take the amount of fuel required to do the race. It's only Fabian Ruud still being on a lap. Well, that was it. I think he just improved to P6, so well done to my teammate there as well. And yeah, seems like we take pole position in the first run for the Winter Series, so that is kind of unexpected. And it puts on quite a bit of pressure, I have to say, really. And if I'm not mistaken, getting pole position means 2 additional points being awarded. In the end, I have no clue. It was like that last year, but yeah, good point, Ville. Good point. I've won the chicane lottery. So yeah, there you go. Everyone had the same issues than I had. So now it's quickly time to get used to the different track level, grip level here on the server. And do a mandatory pit stop as well. So we're gonna quickly check up for entering the pits in the very first occasion. This is we're gonna do soft twice. So you can change the rear wing, but you can't change the front wing. That's interesting stuff. So pit stop is requested, and I'm missing. Oh, there is the little hint for your pit being requested. Thank you very much, Christos. Nevertheless, the race gonna be pretty tough. It's all about not making mistakes, don't go wide. Have a little bit of a look towards the tires. So there comes the pit entry. There you go. There's my pit crew. Alright. And let's see how this car is most efficient to start. Gonna pull it into that line here. I'm not too sure really. Start with the clutch ain't that bad. Well, that's the way to start this beast then. That was too much. Seems like the rear tire is now lit up and got some more grip, so it's very important, and I think it's the first time ever. It's not too important that the rear tires are being heat up right in at the start. Let me have a quick check about this again. And they're gonna sit here. Let's see if that start is going to do a better job. Yep, it's actually the rear tires that are not allowed to be too hot really, otherwise it won't really start, because the grip is then so good on the rear axis that the wheel spin does not kick in. So, quick final check how it is with 50 degrees there. And this is almost too much temperature already. Yeah, I can't simply let the clutch go. Need to make it really, really work really good. So we are looking towards a 20. Is it? It could be a 21 lap race. So I better get some more fuel on just to be safe. Thank you very much, racing freaks. Really gonna need it a bit. And thank you. I'm gonna be right back in a second. At least mentally. Still sticking around. What you mean by revving it there, Martin? I really found out that it's not the worst way to start it with the clutch, because I mean I could have a I have an idea. Oh, that was probably a worse idea. The only issue I do have with that first gear thing is so now I'm just putting it into neutral. Yeah, and even the first gear is going to snap. And it's going to bog down. Oh, I think definitely the fastest way is to get it with cold tires and a good clutch handling. So I'm gonna be right back. Auto clutch off. The problem is it immediately goes into anti-stall then if the auto clutch is off. As you can see. There you go. It that immediately bogs off, so I take the clutch on definitely. So some more starting testing for the very last time there. So not sure about this clutch thing there. It's definitely going to be an interesting one, and I do think I do better with having considerably cold tires there at the start. That's probably the best way to get it going. Because then you get this lovely wheel spin that's gonna put it fast off the line, definitely. Oh, thank you, James. Sad story, you're gonna miss the start there. So, session has been finished. That means race procession will be underway quite soon. And I'm definitely gonna have a very close look towards my tire temperatures when coming back towards the start-finish line. Well, Christos, the huge wheel spin tends to be better for the getaway anyway, since the revs keep high and you really need to rev this engine quite badly for getting power. So the power really just kicks in with the LEDs flashing. Hey Gonzalo, thank you very much for joining me in here. And I'm happy Robert is here, I'm happy Martin is here. You guys feel free to ask questions and maybe get them answered by them, because they do have a lot of knowledge about this car, about this game and this race format anyway. Me for myself, I'm trying to focus a bit more on the race. And I'm considerably happy to not start at the very back, as this was my only fear, to start in like P11 or higher, or more further down the grid. Because that really would have meant carnage could have gone on. There you go. So, the first of two races to come up right now. As I quickly want to do some last minute change on the brake bias, because that felt more to my liking there. And I hope to be able to see lights. Ah, there we go. That's great stuff. I can see lights, that's great. And I got a real good starter behind me. So it's gonna definitely be interesting. As I said, we're gonna have a look towards temperatures. Oh, for crying out loud. So guys, here's my advice. If you ever have issues with racing and you want to restart games for confidence that the game won't crash and stuff, do it, but do it right at the start of the warm-up, so you got plenty of time to join back. What happened there is Terrence Crash now entering the session, not able to take part in the race anyway, because he would be a temporary car for everyone on the grid. So that's why he's not being held in, led into the race at all, as the system says. It's pending an open session. So getting a bit of temperatures into the brakes. As I can see, the tire temperature to be in a good window right now. And I probably need to be careful, because standing on the grid with hot brakes means that the tires also get hit up. So we put it into neutral to roll towards the grid. Still need some temperatures into the into the brakes a bit. That should be fairly enough, and it's gonna be a hard task for me to put in the clutch for the start, because rolling away could immediately get me penalized, as when I was standing on the grids. Waiting for everyone to line up, and then we're gonna go racing 30 minutes around Imola. So engage first gear. I'll wait for the lights to come up. There we go. That went well. Just have it safe at the chicane, no need to push at all. Gap is 2.5 seconds. And all I need to really do is hope that my game won't crash, because my rFactor 2 has crashed quite often lately. Is there somewhat lying? Yep, there's a rear wing on the main straight. I just need to make sure to run cleanly through all of that. Just like that. Yeah, Martin, I agree. That went even more well, I just could imagine. And that's something special we haven't had very often here. It's a three-way ACR suck speed lead. So me in front of Schmidt and Ruth. That's the top three being ACR guys. That's very great. Come around final corner. A very good way for my liking. 3.1 seconds the gap is. As this rear wing is still lying there on the track. Oh, I do know very well about this back marker issue. I had it in iRacing this year already quite a lot. So I'm looking at current performance. In testing I did mid-30s in race condition with that fuel, with that tire. So I'm looking to do exactly the same right now. First lap has been a 30.7. And now we're coming around in a 130.3. So we're very much into the performance zone. As I can see, a black flag, not a black flag, a yellow flag. That's very good. Don't spin. Good thing is though, I'm not in need to push the car at all. So I can go everywhere considerably safe. Should do that for every corner though, not just for that chicane.
That was a 1:31.43.
No, Martin, you are right. Stream condition says bad, so it could be the up rate jumping up and down again. I hope that this issue will fix itself right now, and hope the stream does not crash again. As I see that the stream is already behind quite a bit. But I'm really hoping for it fixed it itself. So I'm gonna see whether I restart the stream between both races. But now there's literally nothing I can really do. And I'm very sorry for that inconvenience again. I really need to check whether there's something in the router settings that keeps messing it up. So stream now indicates it's being fine again. So that has fixed it for the moment. Probably I'm not really able to get the time back for you guys. So we probably need to be satisfied with running a bit behind FSR official stream. But I'm doing considerably well at the minute. As the gap towards Lucas is now 4.5 seconds, somewhere around that. So the guys in the back get a bit faster now. Probably get a little bit more in confidence with car and track. As now there is Ville Lepala in third place. So something must have happened to Fabian. But anyway, as long as Lucas keep them behind, there is nothing to fear. However, race number 2 is going to get very interesting. But before that, We just need to finish race number 1. We do have to do a mandatory pit stop, so that is lap 7 to be finished. As the first back marker appears on my screen. Whoa! Don't scare me. Yeah, that was a little shock really. And that really harmed me. And brought me fully out of confidence. So, that was another 2 seconds wasted. Good God. So now it's time really to pick up the pace there. Well, that is lap number 8 finished. Have a quick look at the clock. 17:46. To be honest, I don't want to get into the pits and get held up by back markers and therefore harm my race. So I'm gonna sit and wait and see what happens there. And I'm gonna have to look a little bit towards what the sector splits are in terms of the gap. So I have no clue about the about the time I do need for the pits. So as long as tire conditions stay good, we stay out. That was lap number 9. I'm fearing a little bit of an undercut though to occur. But yeah, as long as tires are giving that pace, there is no need for me to pit. Could be a different story at the back though. So from P2 onwards, every move you're gonna do right now could be a winning or a losing one. Me in fact got the good situation. I got a little bit of time to decide what I do, as Luke Maguire must have gone off, since he has lost a lot of time now. Yeah, I agree, Martin. That's exactly what I'm planning to do. Just to stay out as long as somehow possible. Tires are still okay. Below 60 they're gonna get slippery. Some are currently still fine. Oh, this is a really drifty car there. Got a little flat spot in it now as well. So I think Luke McGuire has gone into the pits. That gap was around 5 seconds. So quickly, let's see where he came out again. That is P11 in the 28 seconds. So 23 seconds, 22 seconds is gonna be the time loss by a pit stop. Is he able to run in clean air? Only to some extent, so yeah, I really need to watch these gaps now. As I think Lucas is going to box. And I think that was a move by him to cover up Luke. I haven't raced this car longer than 8 laps in a row, really. And I have no clue about the balance change it's going to have. So Lucas is in P7. And they definitely run quicker than I do. As in the background, Ville Lepala comes, so I think now it's time to box. Probably that is 1 lap too late, but we will see what we can do. That harmed us a little bit, nevertheless. Need to do full push mode now. This is very important, what's gonna happen right now. Good final corner, so box, 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 box.
That was a 1:33.64.
Oh, here's 9 seconds, so there's Ville Lepala coming. That was a good stop. So tires being cold now, need to be a little bit careful. And quickly get them up to temperature there. So we got 8.5 minutes left. Gap is 3.5 seconds. That should still be stable. As we got Liam the wall ahead, who hasn't boxed yet. Fairly decent turn. 16.
The lap was a 1:49.7.
So Villa definitely runs a bit less wings, I think. Nothing to really worry about if we don't let him get into the slipstream. Maybe they had a spin Martin, I don't know. Oh, grinding on that curd never helps.
That was a 1:29.91.
So 6.5 to go. Back markers. Very good there. Oh, there's debris everywhere. That's very good for me as well. So we lost a little bit of time, but I'm sure Villa will also. As there is some carnage. Oh guys, watch out the track when you come back. As it's Liam now back behind me, and he's racing for position with Villa Lapala there. So Villa is now past him. So Villa's gonna come for me, definitely. And I know Villa very well. He's a good Finnish race driver. Has raced in Formula Simracing with me in Ace. And he clearly was my pace back then. Ooh, that was dangerous. Some 4 minutes on the clock. And I'm hopelessly overfueled, I think. So 3 further laps, I think.
The lap was a 1:30.39.
If I do not feel comfortable with anything, then it's a race lottery on how you get the bumps done. Thank you very much there, Pochisk. I really like you are around 2.5 minutes, that means 2 laps, I think. Hey Dick VJ, thank you there. So you guys, after that race is finished, stay tuned, as there is the 15 minutes sprint race still to come up. We get 25 points for a win in that one, 15 points for a win in the second race. So let's see what we can do there. Starting from 10th position then, as the top 10 are going to be turned around on the grid. So there's some more racing fun to go on then for you. So 15 minutes the session ends. Now we take it cruising home. So no final risks been taken. Let Villa come up on our rear wing, that's fully okay. Thank you there, James. As we're gonna take it round final corner. And that should be the race done for us. Don't think there's an additional lap. There you go, checkered flag. That's race done. That's the first race win in the first race. Great stuff there. Congrats to Villa La Pala after yeah, I think average qualifying in P5. He really managed his strategy very well. and get past Lucas and Luke Maguire. And Lucas as well got in P3 in the end, which is a very good result for ACR here, coming first, third and fourth. So great stuff there, as we are on our cooldown lap to then enter a 10-minute warm-up for race number 2. And as I said, race number 2 will be reverse grid, so that means Ville gonna start in 9th, I'm gonna start in 10th, Lucas will be starting 8th, Fabian will start in 7th, Dominic in 6th, and Luke Maguire will go in 4th, and pole position for next race will be with Ivan Leonov. So definitely some interesting stuff to come up. So tire compound is a soft tire here, Pochisk. Thank you very much, Robert. That was a great race for me. Got a bit tricky in the end maybe, but all over that I'm fully fine. Who bumps me off track there? Was that Lucas? Yeah, it was. So anyway, great stuff there. Oh, Robert, yeah, feel free to do so. Ah, that garage is locked. Gonna take another one then. I think the... Oh, that one would have been free. Anyway, that's the first race being done. Well done to the entire field, as I do think quite a lot of people finished there, despite having some gaps, but I expected more DNFs to come, so just 6 DNFs is not too bad for the race in Winter Series. And thank you very much there, William, for the review of the Simracing gloves, the fields that actually can be seen on that can be seen on the SimPit channel in quite a few hours. So it's currently being only available to the Patreon guys of Sean, so exclusive material being shown to them before it gets shown to the world. Nevertheless, guys, thank you very much for watching so far, as I'm quickly gonna calculate my fuel for the next run, which turns out to be 26 liters. But there you go. That was a very decent first run, and the 25 points are definitely on our side. Pochisk, I do not know about tire percentages in the end, but I do have Motec in behind, so I'm gonna tell you in a private session what the tires looked like in the end. As I quickly gonna answer some messages. There you go. So, that's interesting stuff. Anyway, gonna be very, very interesting to see how the second race is gonna turn out to be, as I do not have to do a mandatory pit stop, so whatever comes now can be turned around into a good position in the end. Tires will last a little longer since there is less fuel and less weight in the car. Whoops. I quickly want to get some words spread. Don't tread and drive, I know. But there should be some congrats on the P2 and P3 guy. Oh dear, Matt Tucson is back. So yes, exactly, William. So all you guys can stay around. It's just a 6 or 7 minutes warm-up left in that session before we then enter the next race. The only thing I want to do is watch out for a good braking point for turn 1, so I don't miss that and don't cause any carnage. I want to have a really good start. And I will also put some dead zone on the final clutch setting, since it was considerably hard for me to push the clutch down all the way during the revs. And I think some of you guys has also seen me slightly rolling on the start. That was all to the clutch, and I think that could be P10 over here. So I'm gonna press the clutch again and give it a proper go and see where to brake. So right after that king, that is the safe way, so we're gonna probably have to brake a bit early. Nevertheless, I'm gonna go settings, controls. Here, see, that is the clutch, and you have to press it like all the heavy weight down. I don't want to do that, so I put that to max. And then I think I'm gonna have an easier life pushing the clutch there and have some dead zone in the end. So this is the broken pedal with a fake load cell brake in the clutch pedal, since I moved them around. Still need to apply some pressure, but overall that looks good. So I give it 2 laps to stay in the rhythm before then pulling out a little bit again and relax. Nope, no setup changes at all. I think top speed was good. Was within the spec of the top 3 guys there. Probably a bit less, so that felt good. Stability on the car was great as well. Yes, El Buco, I'm using the Logitech clutch as a brake and the Logitech brake as a clutch. So that's the reason why there is the difficulties with the clutch, but it went well. I had a tiny little roll at the start, which could have gone really wrong if it would have handled me a penalty, but happily it didn't. So it was still in the margin of staying correctly in the pit box. I agree. I so much agree with you, Martin. It could be really end in disaster. Like, I think the guys that started in the 4th or 5th position even had some carnaging and contacting going on, so it could all go really wrong. And that is pointing me to a good opportunity to see where the car is standing on the grid and how much space we got elsewhere to maybe go let the point car to a certain direction whilst being stationary on the grid already, like some Formula 1 guys do when starting in 2nd position to cover off P3. That's what I'm really gonna looking for. William, I expect some dirty air and some slipstreaming to happen. Yeah, at least the slipstreaming is quite heavy on that car. So will be the dirty air at some point as well. But you only need to manage it, find different lines, dive a little bit deeper into the corner, get the apexes a bit different, and then you dive back perfectly into the slipstream after that corner. At least that is going to be the plan. So that's fuel left for 9.2 laps, and we're gonna use a little less in the formation lap anyway. So we can take 25. Although that was quite a huge thing, so we keep it 26, just have it safety. At Lukash, the plugin is called SHQM _HUD, and you can find it on the workshop in rFactor 2 workshop on Steam. There's 4 different layouts, I think, you can run. So let's see. I don't think I'm gonna win this really if Villa and the other guys ahead do no mistakes. It's definitely gonna come down to a good start. To see what we can do there. If we can jump Villa, and then let's see what happens throughout the rest of the field. If we can go through there. Other than that, we're pretty much limited to what happens at the front. And I'm just curious to see what happens in the end. As I'm simply gonna wait a bit until the session is finished. Time to relax a little bit. Yeah, Puchisk, I think the rubber in the track is naturally progressing. So all I want to have is a good result right now, and to somehow cover up points-wise Ville Lapala and Lucas Schmidt. And I do also think that Ville has the better race set for some reason. There must be something different on his set. Either he's running more wings or whatever in the back. So at some point he's going to definitely be faster. So the only way to really get him is right at the start, and then try to do a good defending while running through the field. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting, really. And I hope you guys have some enjoyment right now, since we're not starting from pole position and lead through the entire race, but start from P10 and have some more stuff to go on. So we're waiting for the session to begin. Then let's see how we're doing there. So there's some warm-up restart for whatever reason there, and that means the actual new rubber that came to the track is gone. So Martin, you don't gonna race here, that's a shame, but anyway, I can totally feel you taking... Really? Why? Okay, why are people leaving the server now? We're gonna come back racing, and then it's people pending an open session ever again. So I don't really understand, but alright, it's not my problem. So there's Ruud Heasterbeek again. I think we're missing another guy. So Luke's saying, I've work. So there's quite some bit of conspiracy being spread now. As I do think the FSR administration is still busy getting the script file read into the server. There you are. And that means it cannot be long until racing. So we get back on the gloves and be ready for the next run. Guys, if you got any questions, anything to mention whatsoever, feel free to do so. As I would like to use the possibility to thank many people that have recently donated some money to me over Streamlabs. Basically, that's great support. I'm really delighted and really overwhelmed and happy I see all that activity going on. If you like that stuff here, if you like seeing races, if you like seeing some competition and some action and some testing and some more useful information like the gloves review that's gonna be uploaded here as well, or in the ACR channel, we don't know that yet. Really, if you like what you see, press the thumbs up button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, tell your friends, bring them to the show, make this a bigger thing. Server has still some issues going on, so I'm gonna be particularly interested whether this race format is now correct and whether we get a 15-minute run then. As I want to see. So I was moved to 10th position, which is actually right. Let's just see what happens as they move on to the next session. There you go. Yeah, that's a 13. No, it's 15 minutes. Great, everything worked. Look at the standings. Nope, that's not right. Yep, that's the wrong grid. Yeah, Ivan Leonov should be in pole position. So let's see what happens then. Maybe something in the script was wrong. I think they're gonna reload the script and try again. Oh yeah, sometimes this is rFactor 2, sometimes as those races go a bit wrong there. It misses the messages between P1 and P9 though, to me. Or let's see, I was just wrong, but to me they were missing. Because here it starts off with me being moved to P10 on the grid. So maybe it's because of the chatting that sets things wrong. So hopefully everyone is holding their feet still right now as they can go on and reassembly the grid. Well, I'm sorry about the inconvenience and another break, but let's see. Right, as I hope now people stop chatting, as guys are getting the grid thing ready. Let's hope they get it done, and then we'll be able to race quite soon. At least that's what I'm oh, there you go. That looks decent. So final check that everything works. Now they should be able to go on and move forward to the race, and then we're back live again. Was they missing someone else again? Nope, I don't think so. Yeah, finally they got it right. So moving to race, there we go, and finally the grid should be set up then. There you go, that looks a lot better to me. So 40 seconds to get on the grid again, do a final check on some things. That works, that looks good, every other thing is set. Right, so, hey Sean, thank you for joining me in here. Thank you everyone that stayed with us for the break, as the grid is going to form. And after the win of the first race, we try to do good in the second. So 15 seconds to go. Let's see, there's not too much space really to the left and the right, as the grid is being formed considerably close to each other, so there's a lot of carnage being available. However, with formation lap now to start, we put in behind Ville Lepala from the Flag to Flag racing team. Although we hope we don't get hit, we get a good race. Ruud Hiestebeck is in behind us, so some veteran racer. Kirill Burikov in P12, some really good racer as well. He's done a good qualifying though, not sure what happened there on the race start. But it didn't look too good for him anyway. Thank you for your good luck wishes, and guys, I wish you some fun watching this, and some fun racing to go on here. As we are about to be halfway through the formation lap, so that means we get some temperature on things. Despite the fact we do not want the tires to be heated up that hard, they do need some temperature though. Otherwise we have a bad time through turn 1 and 2. So especially the front tires needs to be heated. Don't spin it though. So guys, I hope you have some good time watching this, have some fun. I'm now ready to race. Brakes are looking good, tires are looking good, so all we need to do is a good start now. Get in some final temperature into the fronts. As I can hear people noises crashing, and I'm pointing my car a little bit to the outside. Anyway, there's some carnage in the back. We go ready to race. and hopefully be fine on the start. Have fun watching. Leave me some space, thank you. As I need to leave some space as well. Wow, what a start. As we're on the back on Ton van Egmond. We play it safe though. As dirty air really is creeping in, so I think I'm gonna try making a move on the end of pit straight, as I can see cuts quite badly there. So guys, what's going on here? Track limits there. As I have to say, I had a magnificent start to my liking. Who's in the lead though? So Ton van Egmond definitely running some some low wings there. They're gonna have a hard time doing a real overtake. Need to put him under pressure then to make him go wide at some point. That was close. Quick look on the car there. No damage. So Ivan Levonov, pole setter, still in the lead there. Let's see whether we can hunt him down and go for the victory. Thank you there, Martin, for the start. The start really did its job particularly well. No flat spots here. As I'm finally ready to unleash the speed of the car. So let's see. As we're slowly hunting down Leonov in the lead. Just keep it safe there. That's costing us a bit of time if we do it wrong. A good exit there. That's really all it needs, and I think Liam in the third place is now gonna be catched. Oh, there's Luke Maguire in P4. Car balance is great. And we need to assure ourselves there's not too much time to make a move done. Nevertheless, we try it. And guys, I definitely want to have a look at that start after the race for sure from a helicopter view. Since I want to see what happened there, so I got such a good draft there. As I need to pick up the pace a bit, 10 minutes is not that long. As the gap is 1 second, 1.1. We're a little bit faster on the straight. So if we keep doing our homework, we're gonna get him at some point. 7.5 tenths. I agree, too much cutting is going on there. 6.5 tenths. 5 tenths, so we're definitely on his back. Able now to put him under pressure. As dirty air puts me a bit under pressure there. So the gap's gonna rise again. And this is the little things of racing. Getting done with that dirty air. And something that really annoys me is that amount of cutting that is going on here. Let's see if we can get a decent run through the final 2 corners. Get into the slipstream. Decent looks different, but it ain't that bad. So a little bit of slipstream is going on, I'm sure. As we slowly come a little bit near. Yeah, you can see it on the delta. That's rising considerably fast. The brake a bit early. Oh, that dirty air though, really. So, Maguire now in 3rd. And there comes the mistake of him. That could get us on the back again. There you go, just need to make sure to stay in the back. For crying out loud. Stop cutting there at the front, really. So final 2 corners needs to be nailed. Nah, not too good. Nevertheless, need to stay close though. Yeah, this aerodynamical grip loss is really annoying. Just means we need to go even slower a bit. But then we go clean, which is great. Now we go a little wide. It's considerably hard, really. Get something done. As I think there's close to 5 minutes remaining. So we really need to see to make a move soon. As I'm happily not going wide again there. However, I do not necessarily need to win though. Second place fairly does the job. Despite the fact, of course, I want to win. Yeah, it's not just him struggling in the chicane. Fairly good exit there. So we're back on his rear wing again. Very soon.
The lap was a 1:31.
Thing is just Maguire's coming closer, so I definitely need to get the job done very soon as well. All I really need to do is stay close towards sector 3 now. Or get some surprising attack launched. That made it fairly decent now. So here's our time to come now. Yeah, that went particularly well. No, it didn't. Anyway, so that is us in P3. I didn't expect the speed to be that high in that corner. But you never know what's going to happen, so now there are the flat spots. And I just got off the rubbered line a little bit, lost the rear end into the gravel. And should have maybe backed out and do the run on the main straight. Well, it's fair enough. It's 2 podium finish. And I think we're just missing 1 point there. Or 2 points, I don't really know. It's not really much. And it's not going to do a huge difference on the standings in the end. And I mean, there can still happen something. There you go. Luke Maguire was off there.
The lap was a 1:31.02.
And I think this is already final lap of the race. Since we don't gonna make it around another time. 1 minute to go. The final lap of the race. If it's not, I got serious issues with fuel though. That's a bit of a shame. I really could have done the job with a bit more patience maybe, but anyway, that's what it is. We got our victory done. We got a 2 podium finish if we make it to the finish line. And despite all other guys, we are clean in terms of cutting. And that could hand us the win in the end anyway. Not sure if this is going to be checked or whether this is protestable. So time is up, final corner of the race, and we get it home then in third place there. There we go. And I'm considerably happy with that result though in the end. Really, the thing that was saving me was the start, that's for sure. And we're gonna have a look at that start there in the end, since really that done the job to that result. And I'm not really in a bad mood because of the missed opportunity. What happens? Yeah, I mean, I would have seriously been sandbagging and back out, and you know what? In the end, if I would have moved in behind and get the last corner wrong because of dirty air, because I was never that close to another car in the final corner ever, neither doing testing, neither doing the race, as we now lose this connection, and I don't think this is because of us being bad on the... no, really. Ah, there you go. There's the replay file. As we quickly want to have a look at the start altogether before I bring down the stream and calculate the points there for myself. I'm pretty sure with being first and being third, that should hand us the lead in the Winter Series standings. As the next race to come up is Algarve in 1 week time, so testing's gonna start soon for that. Probably not today, but tomorrow. And yeah, exactly, Christoph. If I would have had the last turn wrong, that would have been Luke McGuire and be on my rear wing by the end of turn 1. So there we go. Have a quick look at the start from our point of view. So that is still formation lap. There we go, that is the start. I just want to get the Haley view on, and you see people being quite unordered on the grid. Let's see if we can bring up the lights. There you go, lights here at the top. And then we see things happening. There you go, that's the race start. So let's see what happened there. Wow, I'm stumped. Ville Lepala got shot off there, and I was so damn lucky through here. And I was lucky through there as well, I think. Yeah, and then the P2 guy later made the mistake there. But anyway, that was a great start from my point of view, and really enjoyed it. So I hope you have enjoyed it as well. As I quickly gonna answer the final message, bear with me a bit, let me get through the chat. Thank you for your congrats, everyone. Thank you, Potisk. Thank you, James. Thank you, Govind. Well, why would you protest the Winter Series fun race? Because it's FSR. I mean, no need for it, because it's in the end it doesn't really matter. Despite the fact it's a bit annoying, but anyway, that's how it is. Probably should have done it myself. Then probably the P1 would have been an easy one. Let's see next time. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this here. And despite Pochisk is using the GP3 2017 spec which has DRS, we are using the 2016 spec which has no DRS but is fine racing, as you can see. Anyway, it was a short sprint race. It went particularly well for us, as we gonna quickly bring up Formula Sim Racing forum. There you go, Formula Sim Racing. It has a new look, by the way. So that's Winter Series. That is season information, I think. I'm not sure whether I get the point or 2 points for pole position. However, that's the calendar, so we have Algarve in a week time. So P1 25 points and P3, well, okay, 11 rather than 13 or even 15. That looks good. I don't think any bonus points for qualifying. Nevertheless, that should give us 36 points in the end. And Luke McGuire, who was P7 in the first thing, gets 9 points, and 13 makes it 22. I don't know where Villa really finished, but anyway, guys, I think we're looking great for the standings currently, and yeah, we will see what is going to happen next week about what's that, full pre-Q results. That would be an interesting thing, because I just did pre-qualifying with about 1 hour to the race. P10 would have been decent there. Good stuff. So that's fair enough. Anyway, guys, I just go and do the forum work later myself. If that's going to be the level of quality of racing in the Winter Series or this coming season, then many drivers need to take a long, hard look at how they race. Oh, way too much contact, way too much dive bombing, way too much cars wiped out. Disgraceful. I haven't seen too much of that. Hey Twiggy, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you for your message there on iRacing. I'm gonna have a look at a closer look at that surely the upcoming week. Feel free to contact me on Facebook though if you have any questions, if you have any further things you want to talk about, and that is www.facebook.com/HoyaMichi. You will find me in the page. All I can do for now, guys, is thank you very much for watching. Thanks for your support. Thanks for being around. Hope you had a great race. Hope you have a great weekend now. If you like what you see, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, tell your friends. That's just 2 clicks missing from 500, so it would be nice if we could get them up today. As the next further step is the 1000s, as you can see down there in the follower goal, which is going to be updated right now. There you go. So yeah, I'm really having a good time with you guys. Hope you guys have a good time with me as well. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Have a nice weekend and see you racing soon.